Master!
Hi everyone, Master here with a brief review of the Origin 350R. The 350R is a racing variant of the 300 series ships. The main difference is that any extra cargo or internal weapons that other variants have was replaced by dual main thrusters for extra forward engine speed and more powerful thrusters for rotating the ship. The 350R is the same shape and size as other 300 variants, at 27 meters long, 17 meters wide, and 8 meters high. But the interior is a bit more cramped. The 350R is designed for a crew of 1. The 350R is higher up off the ground, so you need a ladder to get into the ship, like other 300 series ships. Internally, the cockpit has excellent visibility for the pilot. There are no struts to block your view and plenty of MFDs to provide useful information. The 350R has one bed that takes up the whole living area and a toilet in a small room to the side. The other variants have the bed on the side, but the 350R uses the side spaces for extra engines and thrusters, so the bed is just stuck in the middle. There is no shower, sink, or eating area like the other variants have. There is no internal cargo storage either, but there is 4000K micro SCU stowage for gear. The 350R can hold 4 SCU in a drop-down external cargo bay towards the rear of the ship. You can use this cargo bay to carry commodity cargo or any other random boxes you find. You can't fit any vehicles in it though. There isn't enough height clearance for a ground vehicle to fit under the ship. The 350R has 2 size 1 shields with Class C competition shields that are designed for lightweight and high performance, but don't have the highest strength or durability. The armor on the 350R is also light, so it's easy for the ship to get damaged. There are 3 size 1 hydrogen fuel tanks for 52,500 liters of fuel. There is a size 1 civilian quantum drive and a single size 1 quantum fuel tank with 583 liters of quantum fuel. That's not a very long-range fuel tank, so you might need to refuel if traveling across the solar system, or else you might want to consider getting a longer range drive. Where the 350R shines is with its speed. It has a combat speed of 258 meters a second and a max speed of 1,347 meters a second. That is immensely faster than all the other Origin 300 variants, and most other ships too. The 350R also has a higher roll and pitch and yaw rate than the other variants, but it won't turn as fast as smaller ships like the Anvil Aero or Origin M50 due to the increased mass of the ship. The 350R has 2 size 3 wing-mounted hardpoints and another size 3 hardpoint on the nose. By default, the ship comes with fixed dual size 3 laser cannons on the wings and a fixed size 3 ballistic repeater on the nose. The ballistic repeater doesn't fire very fast, so that can help you save ammo. But keep in mind you will have to rearm every so often. You can install gimbals on those hardpoints to have gimbal size 2 guns, which does help when dogfighting more nimble ships. There are 2 size 2 missile hardpoints on the wings as well. By default they come with a single size 2 missile each, but you can install dual size 1 missile launchers instead to give you up to 4 size 1 missiles if you desire. The 350R goes for $125 in time-limited sales, normally only when Origin ships go on sale. You can buy the ship in-game for 1.6 million UEC at Area 18, but you cannot rent the ship. The 350R has a custom skin with gray and yellow paint, but when buying the ship you can choose to apply some different paints. Once you apply the paint though, then you cannot change it. There is the yellow and gray Citron paint, the blue and gray electric blue paint, the orangish red and gray Monarch paint, the metallic gray Moonlight paint, the dark metallic gray Obsidian paint, the red and black Scarlett paint, the metallic gray Sterling paint, or the dark metallic blue Ultramarine paint. There were some limited paints for the 350R that were sold when the ships were first released, but they are no longer available. There is the yellow and gray Amber Wave paint, the gray and blue Black and Royal paint, and the red and white Solar Flare paint, all with special decals on them. While the 350R was designed for speed and racing, which it works well in, the ship is also good at straight areas of maps where it has time to accelerate to full speed. But keep in mind that it's not a small ship, so there is momentum that'll pull you around. You have to anticipate turns and slow before the turn, plus apply your boost. The 350R is also well suited for scouting, smuggling, interception, and light combat missions. The high speed means it can escape enemies quickly or it can catch up to them. The guns are decent for taking down enemies, although the small amount of missiles can be a drawback. Hopefully you won't have to rely on them much. The cargo bay is useful in carrying small amounts of valuable cargo, and the fast engines mean it'll be hard for anyone to stop you. You can also do the small handheld cargo missions quite well with the 350R. It's got the space for the boxes and it's really fast, so you can do a ton of these missions quickly. If you're going against light fighters, then I recommend installing the gimbals to help hit them. Flying that fast sometimes means you can't turn quickly to aim, so gimbals can help a lot, even if it means having smaller guns. Also, the slower laser cannons can be changed out for repeaters if you're in combat against light fighters. Don't forget to watch your ammo on your ballistic gun. You'll either have to rearm often, or you could replace it with a laser repeater or distortion gun instead. Thankfully, the capacitors are not bad on the ship, so you won't run out of laser fire quickly. Also, try the dual size 1 missile launchers to give you more missiles. Against bigger and slower ships, get the heaviest guns you can and keep the size 2 missiles. Use your speed to dodge turrets and fly outside of their range, while making hit and run attacks. Try to take out enemy engines to disable them even further. One drawback of the 350R is the small quantum fuel storage. This means you won't be able to travel too far before refueling. That limits the range you can go for any scouting, cargo, or interception missions. Racing missions at least shouldn't be affected, unless the race is too far away to get to in the first place. Try to replace the quantum drive with a slower but longer range quantum drive to give you more range if you plan on traveling long distances. The other problem is that the shields and armor are not very sturdy. It doesn't take much to drop your shields, and the armor won't hold up very long. Try upgrading the shields to Class A shields to get as much protection as you can. The main ship hull can withstand more damage than the wings, but you could lose weapons quickly with any wing or nose damage. Also make sure to use boom and zoom attacks. You can rush up to enemies at high speed, attack them, and rush past before they can hit you. But turning around for the next pass can take a while at high speed, giving enemies time to recharge their shields. Don't try to do close-up knife fights with a 350R unless you are up against a slower or less maneuverable opponent. Most importantly, if you really like racing missions, then the 350R is great. It's not the most maneuverable racing ship, but it is the fastest ship in straight-line performance. The fact that it can also be used for combat and light cargo missions makes it even better compared to other racing ships. I definitely recommend the Origin 350R. Alright, so that's it for the review of the 350R. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can use my referral code if you decide to jump into Star Citizen, and you'll get 5,000 extra in-game credits. Here's a big thank you to my current patrons. I have a Patreon going for $3 a month and a YouTube membership for $4.99 a month. All patrons and members will have their names listed at the end of my videos and get access to our Discord channel. Patrons and members also have first pick on the next item I'll cover, so feel free to sign up and let me know what you'd like to see next. Okay, catch you all next time.